Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I'm so happy to know that you're on the call. If you can find the chat section, say hello and tell me where you are in the world. I would love most of you. I've just seen you recently, so it's so nice to connect with you again. Very happy to have you on. Yes, we've got Nadine from Aruba, currently at work. Clayton from South Wales, amazing. So glad to have you on. We've just come off a really powerful event, and it's good to see you back. Doreen is in the UK, so nice to have you here. Surya, one of my tenants in Nottingham, so nice to have you on. Who else is here? We've got Deo, we've got Tia, we've got Ayush, Pauline, John from the UK. Yes, amazing, John. Ayush from London, UK. Tia from the UK. Very nice to have you on. So glad that you're here. I have a powerful class lined up for you. And what I'm going to be sharing with you are ways for you to improve your health as well as potentially creating wealth if that's something that you want to do. And most of you were introduced to this concept and idea recently, and some of you may have just heard of it, or some of you reached out to me wanting to know more. So I told you I'm going to tell you about it throughout today's class, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be several things that are going to be of huge benefit to you. And before I really kick things off, I want to tell you why I'm introducing you to this. Most of you know, and if you don't know, you're about to find out, I have struggled with severe mental health challenges throughout my life. And my most recent episode, I was in hospital again, and I had to go through a lot of recovery, and it was horrible. It was one of the worst episodes I've had, and I've had six of them throughout my life. And as I was into my recovery, I realized that my recovery wasn't going as well as I'd liked it to go. So what I did was I reached out to an old friend and business partner of mine in John. John's here, and I'm going to introduce you to him in a moment. And I saw John posting on social media quite consistently, or every now and again, I'd see his posts where it'd have something about microbiome. I'd see his banner that you can see in the back. I would just see that. And then as I was studying mental health, and I came across this idea that the gut is connected to the brain. The gut is like the second brain. And I realized that the gut is responsible for releasing and secreting certain hormones which determine how you feel. So I said, Vishal, look, this might be something that could help you with your recovery because you've desperately been trying to recover and the recovery has been really slow. So I reached out to John. I reached out to him and I said to him that, look, John, I want to do this gut program that you've been speaking about. And John was so happy to hear from me. We've not connected for more than 10 years, and I've known John for probably about 14 years. And he was so happy to hear from me, and he was so excited to help me because he knew that doing this gut reset program would very likely have a knock-on effect to helping with my mental health recovery. And then John reminded me, he said, Vishal, I know you love helping people. I tell you what, why don't we hit two birds with one stone? Why don't we focus on helping your recovery with your mental health and make you some extra money in the process? Because I know you're always interested in making some extra money, Vishal, and I don't hide or deny that. I love making money helping people. It's one of the best ways to live your life because we all need money. So let me introduce you to John. John, say hello. Tell us a little bit about you.
Hello,
I'm
good evening, everybody. And nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And thank you, Vishal. And you know what? There's a bit extra of your story that I'd love you to share. Because when we talked about, wealth and how you could create a residual income, well, I remember you telling me, well, you have already have some residual income coming in, but you also know and understand the benefits of having multiple sources of income rather than just one or two. And you were saying about, I know you do your events and your courses, etc. But do you want to just mention a little bit more about that and why you were looking for an additional income stream as well?
Yeah, so I have 4 properties in Nottingham and I have 16 bedrooms. I rent them out and it requires a lot of work. I mean, a lot. Have to oversee what's going on with the tenants, and when there's property problems, when there's something that breaks down, or there's so much to think about when it comes to properties, and it's like a massive, massive, massive business project thing. Mine's is not so big, but managing 16 rooms, and I think 10, 11 of my rooms are occupied. It's a lot of work. Financially, it's okay. It makes quite a nice income. One of my tenants is actually on today's class, and he saw a post of mine on WhatsApp, and he said, I'm interested. I want to learn more." So I invited him along, and yeah, it takes a lot of work to build residual income through property, even
And
though it is lucrative. So when John explained this, and he reminded me of how powerful this can be and how this can build income for me without me needing to constantly do so much work all the time. In the beginning, it will require a little bit of work, but in the long run, it will just multiply and it will grow and it will help people and it will make it so simple and easy to have an additional source of income.
and one that's very different to property, because to invest in property and to create
You
residual
need
income,
lots of money.
you need a lot of money to invest in the first place to get into that property industry. So
Yeah, and I'm fortunate. I created quite a lot of money. However, if I can help people and give people an opportunity to become leaders, because I truly believe that because you're one of my clients, someone that knows me, you can definitely, with a bit of guidance, become a great leader. And you can utilize what John and I are speaking about today to create something magnificent for yourself. So, John, give us a quick intro to you.
yeah, quick intro. And I'll try and be quick about this as well. So I have worked in the health and wellbeing space for myself for over 20 years. So I am super passionate about serving others and making a difference in this world. I want to leave this world a better place than when I found it and do my bit, do my bit. And I was working actually as a personal trainer for many, many years. I was super fit, but I wasn't healthy. I actually burnt out twice, working all the hours, more early mornings, late nights, weekends. Um, and uh, and I had this client. I had this client that kept saying to me, John, you need to look into nutritional supplementation. You need to look into how to support your body better. I was like, no, I don't need those things. I was very, very skeptical. And after 3 months, I went, do you know what? I'll try something. Just so in my head, I could tell her it wouldn't work and I wouldn't hear any more of it. Anyway, I took this nutritional drink for 2 weeks. And then I went back to her I ran out of it. And for a few days afterwards, I noticed the difference in my own health and well-being. And I went back to her with my tail between my legs and said, can I have some more of that? Because I didn't realize I could feel better. We only know what we know unless we've got a benchmark and something to measure against. And actually, there's a lot of people living to day and they don't realize how good they can feel. They don't know what's possible. So I experienced that and I thought, wow, okay, this is interesting. I wasn't looking for a business back then, but anything that I could help other people with, I was interested. And suddenly I discovered I had this toolbox to help and serve other people around their health and well-being. And I know Vishal's going to talk a bit more about health and well-being and the importance of it, etc. So that's where it's grown from. And then I've created a residual income that earns me a full-time wage. And it's the beautiful thing is when I'm taking time off to be with my family or to travel or to do other things, I'm still earning from it. And that's great. When you've got a business that allows you to earn while you're sleeping and earn while you're, doing your hobbies, or earn while you're spending time with people that are important to you, then that's powerful. And that's powerful. And imagine having a business that can grow without you. And this is certainly something that can allow you to do that. And so the fulfillment, look, there's three things, and I'm just going to share this now if you don't mind me sharing, Vishal. There's three words that describe what we create with this business. And let me know and write in the chat which of these words really resonate with you. They all begin with F. And the first one is freedom. Who on this webinar is looking for more freedom? Freedom of health, so that you've got the freedom in your body to do the things that you want to do in life, whether that's the energy, the vitality. Are you looking for freedom financially, which then allows us to do the things we want to do in life? Because, a lot of things do cost money these days. Not everything, and some of the best things are free, for sure. But the freedom of time maybe for some of us, because if we've got more freedom financially, that allows us to spend more time doing the things we want to do rather than working for someone else. So freedom. The second word is fulfillment. Have you got the fulfillment you want in life? And I believe a lot of fulfillment comes from serving others and contributing positively to the world. What we're going to share with you tonight allows you to do that. And then the third thing is fun. Who's looking for more fun in their life? Because when you surround yourself with positive, like-minded people who are enjoying the journey to get to their goals and dreams, it's all very well having goals and dreams. Great. I'm all for that. But you know what? A lot of people have got goals and dreams, but there is a hard slog and pain and challenge. And I'm all up for challenges, but a lot of people they're not enjoying the journey to get to that destination. And I think it's all very well getting to that destination, achieving those goals, but having fun along the way is where the magic's at, really. So yeah, write down in the chat whether it's freedom, whether that's health or wealth or both. Is it fulfillment? Is it fun? Is it all three? What is it that you would like more of in your life? So yeah, I've been very grateful to have a full-time income from what actually has been my part-time business.
John, I'm going to stop you there.
Go,
Because
please.
you're being very general. I want you to do two things. Number one is I want you to tell us what was your real why for building this, because I think that's such a powerful story.
Yeah.
And number two, tell us exactly how much money you make a month so that they can see that you started with nothing and you built this up.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Vishal, for guiding me. So I started.
And the reason why I say that is because with my clients, I keep so open, so transparent.
Yeah.
I want them to know it all. I really want to help them, and I really want them to know it all. So yeah, go for it.
Okay. So look, I wasn't looking for a business to start with. I just wanted to help people's health, and suddenly I've got a toolbox to help people. But then I decided to set myself a proper goal, and that goal was driven by my family. So rewind 20 years ago, my wife and I started our family, and all she'd ever wanted, she'd trained in childcare, she'd worked as a nanny, and all she ever wanted was to be there for our children, be a full-time mum. And so I said, well, when we realized that, she was pregnant and we were starting our family, I said, right, while you're growing a baby for 9 months, I'm going to grow this business on the side of what I was doing to pay the mortgage, which back then was £900 a month.
And you had little to no experience on how to do this, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'd never done it before. But I set a clear goal, intention, and there was power behind that. And I had help and I had support. And so in 9 months, that's what I did. £900 is what I was earning per month from this business back then. And this allowed her to be full-time mum, which is the greatest gift I could have given her and given our two daughters. That time never comes back. And then I realized that I was still working evenings, weekends, early mornings, etc. I was just full on. And I said, I need to give myself the gift of freedom to be there with my children. Because I actually I want to be there at bath time, bedtime, meal time. I want to be there at weekends. Suddenly there was a new purpose to do something else other than working all the time. So I said, right, I want to build this business now. My next goal is to earn £2,000 a month, which back then was actually enough to cover all of our outgoings, how the times have changed now. And I said, right, I'm doing this. And then I set the goal, and then bang. For me, if I'm covering the bills from a business that brings residual income, I'm free. I don't need to have the flashiest cars. Look, I've got no problem for those people who love cars, but I'm not a particular big fan of amazing cars. But as long as I'm free and I'm covering the bills, then for me, that was like, wow, I don't have to work evenings and weekends. I was like, this is great. And then I set the next goal, and I said, right, okay, you're going to think, what's John on about now? I actually then decided I wanted to have a new car and have a bit of fun because, anyway, I freed up, I paid the bills. It was like, right, I wanted a mini Countryman Cooper S. I was like, they're really cool, they're not a Ferrari, but for me, that was really cool. And then I had set that as a goal, and I achieved that goal. And then, and then it's gone beyond that. And I'm thinking, wow, do you know what? People like me, actually, my mindset at the very beginning was people like me don't have super success. I was like, oh, that's for those people over there. They're the ones that achieve big things in life, not people like me. But you know what? When I hit the first goal, I started to believe more in what I could achieve. And then I hit the next goal. And I went, do you know what? I think I could do that now. And then I hit that goal. And I went, oh, I think I could do that now. And before you know it, then I'm like, yeah, beyond what I ever imagined I could do when I first started. The person you see here today is still the same person, but it's someone who's grown in confidence. It's someone who's grown in knowledge and understanding from business perspective, from a health perspective, someone who's learned a lot. And it's been one of the best decisions in my life. And I want to share it with as many people who are ready, really. And yeah, it's like, and oh, I know what you're going to say now, Vishal. How much are you earning per month? Yeah. I can read your mind. So I'm earning a full-time income, and it's averaging around about £4,000 a month.
Wow.
From this business. And I know I could take a month off and I'd still be earning pretty much that same number. It's going to come in whether I'm active or not to a point right now. So yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. Okay, so we have quite a lot of people, almost getting close to 20 people. I want you to type in the chat section, why are you actually on this call? Tell me in a sentence or two, why are you on this call? I really want to hear from you. And if you just sit there like a slob, not participating, you won't get anything from this. But if you participate, I promise you, you will gain some benefit for sure.
Do you know,
Nadine, curiosity. Madhu, want better mental health. Beata, curiosity. I'm so glad that you're here, Beata. This is going to be powerful for you. You'll love it. Louise, I need time for my girls. I work 12 hours a day and I'm exhausted. Wow. Louise, this is like bang on for you. Surya, curiosity. Yes. How about the rest of you?
can
Doreen's
I ask?
on, Tia's on, Ayush is on. Pauline, Clayton, Grace, tell me, I want to hear from you. Don't just sit there quietly. You need to participate, yes?
Can I
Very
ask?
important.
Can I ask a question, Vishal?
Yes, go for it.
I'm curious.
Let me just read out these comments and then you can ask. Pauline, always been interested in health info. Jessica, I'm looking for a second income. Doreen, more information. Tia, my mental health doesn't allow me to work full time. I need the financial freedom for me and my family. Clayton, waiting to get the details. Deo, to improve financial security. Amazing, amazing. I love those answers. And I'm sure that if you can keep open, this will give you exactly what you need. Ayush, financial support, trying much more externally outside family works. Okay. Yes, John, go ahead. Ask your question.
Some people have already started to answer this question anyway, which is I'm grateful for. And but if you haven't, then a question I'd always like to ask is, if there was one thing you could change about your own personal health, what would it be? One thing you could improve about your health, what would it be? For those who haven't yet put up maybe their health goals. Yeah, Nadine says vitality. Yeah. Anyone else like more vitality, more energy? And maybe I could just touch on this mental health thing briefly, Vishal, because it's popped up about 3 times in the chat, and obviously it's relevant to your story. Yeah, I can see someone else now, Soraya. Yeah, okay. Oh, arthritis as well. So when we talk about gut health and going through the gut program, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well, honestly, I've helped a lot, over 600 people from going through this gut health program we're going to share a little bit later. And it's not just the gut health program, there's other things. But honestly, the amount of people that come through the other side of that program and go, my mood's improved. I just feel happier, genuinely happier from deep within. And people that go, I just feel calmer. I'm not anxious like I used to be. And I feel more clarity of thought. Gut health, there's a hormone called serotonin, called the happy hormone. And over 90% of serotonin is manufactured in your gut. The key to getting greater happiness and improved mental health, a big key, is getting the gut health right. And I've seen it in so many people. I've got so many testimonials that people talk openly about that. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that.
Amazing. I love that. I love that. Okay, so are you ready for a very, very powerful session? Type in me in the chat section if you're ready for a powerful session. Amazing, amazing. Beata, Jesco, Yesko, Nadine, Doreen, Afra, another one of my tenants. We were just speaking about properties. Ayush, Louise, Pauline, Grace, Deo, Tia, Madhu. Amazing. Surya, yes. Madhu, I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. Number one is happy birthday. We're so glad that you're on. John is going to send you a private message. Please look out for it. And also, I sent you a message on WhatsApp because I know you're not very good at responding. If you carefully look at what I've sent you, you will see that something very, very exciting is happening for you without you even realizing it. So please communicate with John. John will explain that to you so that you can understand. And it's almost like a little birthday present for you too. Yes, all the authors, because a lot of people on here are authors. I'm sure they're wishing Madhu, some of them know Madhu, happy birthday. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Give me a thumbs up on video or type in me in the chat section if you can see my screen. Excellent. Great. Thank you so much. And I'm going to get Doreen to share shortly as well, because that's going to be super powerful. So Doreen, do look out for that when I call you up. Okay, give me a moment, just making an adjustment. Thank you for your patience. Yes, now it should be fully up and running. Okay, great. One more thing. Okay, good. Let's go. So you've told me your main reason for being on this call. Are you interested in creating optimal health? Are you interested in creating optimal health? Yes, yes, yes. I need you very quickly typing in the chat section. Are you interested in creating wealth? Just type in yes or Y or N. Whenever it's a yes, just type in the letter Y, or if it's no, then type in N. It makes it a bit quicker. Excellent. Very good. I want you involved and participating, meaning that in the chat section, I really want you responsive. Don't just sit there, be involved in this class, because that's the way you're going to get maximum benefit. And also, I'll know that you're really understanding what I'm sharing with you and what John and Doreen will be sharing with you too. There are 4 main areas of life. Number 1 is health. Nothing matters without your health. If you don't have good health, you could have all the money in the world, you could have the nicest relationship, the best lifestyle, everything, and it doesn't mean anything. For example, Steve Jobs is a perfect example of that. He had everything, and then when his health went, unfortunately, his entire life started to collapse. So health is crucial. You could say health is wealth, the cliche saying. And then you've got wealth. We all need money, not just to survive, but to thrive. When you've got more money and you've got that good lifestyle, you can really enjoy life. So wealth is another area of life. The other area is relationships. If you don't have good and healthy relationships with other people, and most importantly, yourself, then life isn't very fulfilling. And the relationship with your body is so important too. And then you've got energy. If you go around life with low energy, it's like everything will keep hitting you, slapping you, smashing you, throwing you around, and life isn't much fun. So you need to have high energy. And you've noticed that I've got high energy, and what we're talking about today has been one of those contributing factors to that. The one I'm going to start off focusing on is health, because your health is of primary importance. There are 2 main factors that you're probably currently unaware of that affect your health. The first one is a hidden truth that most people don't know, and you're about to know it. There are companies, large GMO companies, for example, Monsanto, and what they, by the way, anyone here heard of Monsanto? Has anyone here heard of Monsanto? Just type in Y or N. Excellent. Good. No, no, no. Yes. No, no, no. Yes. No. Okay, so a lot of you haven't heard of it. They create herbicides, pesticides, sprays, and beans. And what those things do is they genetically modify the composition, the makeup of the food. For example, when you go to the supermarket, have you seen green bananas that should be yellow? Have you seen green bananas that should be yellow, or really shiny apples? Yes. So that is the influence and the effect of these genetically modified products that are affecting the foods. So that's what's happened. And those foods are shipped to our supermarkets. You eat those foods from the supermarkets. What do you think is going to happen to you when you're eating more and more genetically modified products and processed products and processed goods? What do you think is going to happen to you? Inflammation, death. Yeah, tell me, what do you think is going to happen when you're consuming all of these genetically modified products and processed products? Alter our genes, illnesses, unhealthy, get sick, obesity, illness. Very, very true. Toxic body, yes. Mental health problems, all of these sorts of things. But in simple, you get sick and you get ill. And when you get sick, you get ill, you get diseases. Who do you go and see? Who do you go and see? Yeah, you go and see the doctor. And then what does the doctor do? What does the doctor do? Exactly. The doctors give you a prescription, they give you pills, because there's almost a pill for every ill. And those pills are created by the pharmaceutical companies. Those pharmaceutical companies are the ones that create these large GMOs. And they do this all in the name of what? Why do you think they create this? Why do you think they do this? Exactly, Doreen, Pauline, very true. Money, Beata, yes. Afra, keep business booming, exactly. Yes, Grace, exactly. Afra's husband, yes. Deo, money and control, exactly. They do this all in the name of profit. And you have more profit, you have more control, more power. And I'm not against making profit. I'm actually for profit as long as you're genuinely helping people. But if you're helping people, if you're helping people at the cost of their health and finances, it's not good. If you're helping people to really, really help them get an outcome and a result that's good for them, and then you make profit, amazing, really good. But this is not a healthy way of making profit. It makes them money, yes, but I don't think it's a good way of making money at the cost of people suffering. So that's the first unknown thing that most people don't know that affects their health. The second thing is that if you imagine these four quadrants on the screen are a farm, every 7 years, what used to happen is that the crop would circulate. So if there was bananas in one quadrant and there were strawberries in another one and apples in another one and carrots in another one, they would constantly circulate every 7 years, because then the soil would have time to replenish all the nutrients, vitamins, and minerals within it. The problem nowadays is that that doesn't happen with farming because there's too much demand. And so they don't do that. You use all these GMO products and they just stick to using the soils and overusing the soils. The foods have less and less nutrients, vitamins, and minerals in them, and our body doesn't get them. And so in the long run, again, what happens is we get sick, fat, and nearly dead. And you're seeing it more and more. There's more and more sick, fat, and nearly dead people in the world. And we want to start changing that. And what John and I have done is we've looked into a way to start solving this by giving you some help, some support, some coaching, some mentoring, some advice, some input, so that with our help, it can help you transform your health and wealth and also help transform the health and wealth of other people. And so, what's the solution? Type in me if you want to know the solution that John and I have been working on, and Doreen and Madhu without knowing it. Type in me if you'd like to know. And I want you to listen carefully to what I'm about to say. Excellent. Me. Good. Okay, great. The solution that John and I have found is with a company called Synergy. Now, before you start thinking, oh, I've heard of these companies, and listen carefully. Listen to what I'm sharing with you throughout this class and what John is sharing and what Doreen is sharing, and you'll see why we decided to partner with Synergy. Synergy is one of the most powerful health, nutritional supplementation companies on the planet, and you'll discover why very shortly. And sure, everyone says that about the company they're partnered with. But if you know me, you know that I like the best. I would not work with anything less than the best. In fact, I left one company who were very good, but I felt that this company was more powerful. And because they were focusing on one of the key areas, which is gut health, which is so important for mental health and overall health, it made more sense for me to move from that company to this company. And of course, I knew John had partnered with them. John's a wonderful guy. He's very successful, amazing family man. And the best thing about John is he's a nice guy. He's approachable. He's helpful. So I thought this makes so much sense. And I moved over from the previous company to this company. I've not introduced it. I have over 1,000 clients around the world. I've probably only introduced it to about 40 to 50 clients. That's it. And you're within that. So this is so powerful. We're going to tell you more about it. So listen carefully and see how it can work for you, because I'm pretty sure it will. Tell me, what would your dream life look like? If you could describe it in a sentence or two, what does your dream life look like? Tell me in the chat section, what does your dream life look like? What does your ideal life look like? And the clearer you can be with your description, the better. Yes, get your answer in the chat section. Tia, go to Mexico next year in the retreat with my son. Amazing, Tia. This can definitely help you do that, especially with John and my help. Afro, financial freedom, independent, more time-based work. Amazing. Love that. Yes, get your answers and I want to hear from you. What does your dream and ideal life look like? Grace, living by the beach without worrying about bills. Wow, love that. Surya, do more for my mum and dad. Excellent. Yes, beautiful. Beata, traveling the world, speaking on stages, working online, and have a passive income too. Brilliant. Yesko, more leisure, more time and resources to invest in my development. Afra's husband, me and my wife living in a castle with our own built empire. Love that. Deo, working less for more pounds to live a lifestyle life. Very nice. Madhu, working less but enjoying everything more. Help family members get healthy living, warm climate. Beautiful. Those of you who have not answered, I want to hear from you. Type in your answer in the chat section. Don't just sit there. Really participate. This will give you more clarity about what you would like to achieve. And when you have clarity, you can now move towards what you want to achieve. Without clarity, it's very difficult. It's like moving around with a blindfold. When you have clarity, it removes that blindfold, removes the clouds, and you can start seeing clearly where you want to go. Afro, create a small company that helps people around the world to educate about space. Interesting. Pauline, enough finance to do whatever I want. Nadine, not having to work much, getting the least possible tasks to complete. Also, almost no responsibility, having enjoyment much more. Nadine, my ideal life is a harmonious blend of family, abundance, and purpose. Be at the WOW retreat in Mexico with my loved ones, where laughter echoes and connections deepen. At the heart of it all is a legacy, a steady stream of passive income that not only supports our dreams, but secures generational wealth for my family. It's a life of freedom, joy, and impact, rooted in love and sustainability. Louise, freedom for enjoyment in life, be there for my children, rescue animals. Doreen, peace, love that. And John, you might be wondering, why are people talking about this retreat in Mexico? It's because I do a retreat every couple of years, and my next one is teaching people how to become professional and public speakers. And I'm teaching that to a small group of my clients in Mexico. So yes, that's why a few of them have said that. Amazing. Very good. So over the next 45 minutes, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to fast track it for you. Over the next 30 minutes, I'm going to share the following: a little bit about the health industry, a little bit about Synergy as a company and how amazing they actually are, and some of their products, their key products that they have that can be of use to you and other people that you know. And fourthly, the opportunity. And that's where I'm going to bring Doreen in. Just before we get to the opportunity, Doreen is an author like most of you on this call. She published a book with me, started getting amazing results with her book, accomplished things she probably never thought she could. And then she was one of the first people that I reached out to about Synergy. And things have massively changed for her. She's doing things now that I knew she could do, but she probably didn't know and think she could do at first. So you'll hear from Doreen, and you'll see how Doreen was in a similar position to you, heard about this opportunity and grabbed it with both hands and said, hey, this is what I want and need right now. It's really going to help me. So I'll bring Doreen on. Doreen's an author like you, and you'll hear from her very shortly. So let's start with the health industry. You've probably realized that more and more people are starting to look after themselves than ever before. They're moving towards this self-care culture. And as a result of that, the health industry and the wellness industry has become a $1 trillion and pound and euro industry. It's growing year on year out. More and more people are becoming health conscious. So when people become health conscious, they start to invest more money in their health. 70% of people who take supplements continue taking them. That's fascinating. More people now than ever before in the history of mankind are taking supplementation. And a lot of them are taking low quality supplements where we don't even know if they actually work. And what we're focused on doing is moving you from poor health or mediocre or average health to elite and optimal health, where all your energy systems, your bodily systems are working together in harmony. When you do that, you have optimal and elite health. Let's look at Synergy as a company very quickly. It was founded in 1999 by Dan Higginson. It's a sister company of a company called Nature Sunshine, whom I was partnered with about 14 odd years ago, who are the world leaders in creating herbal supplements. And Synergy is a partner, sister company of Nature Sunshine, which has been around for more than 50 years. It's on the top 100 most trustworthy companies on Forbes, and it's on the NASDAQ stock exchange. Type in me if that sounds impressive so far. As soon as I saw they're on the 100 most trustworthy companies and they're traded on the stock exchange, I was like, wow, this is the real deal. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of these companies that are out there are not on the stock exchange. They're not in the top 100 most trustworthy companies with Forbes. And if you know me, trust is a big thing. When you can trust someone or a company, makes a huge difference. Huge difference. UK is Synergy's biggest European market. They have a customer service base that's based in Barcelona. John's actually been there. I'm still quite new to the company, so I've not been there yet. They have local warehouses in the UK and Europe, and we have a dedicated marketing team that works for and with us. Synergy operates in about 25 countries around the world. It's financially solid, debt-free. Not many companies are actually debt-free. They have products that people want and need. And the quality of the products are second to none. And I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. Would you agree that if you're going to put a pill, a powder, or a liquid into your body, you want to make sure that it's been tested in such a way that it does more good than harm? Type in yes in the chat section if you get the importance of that. And this is why Synergy stands out, because they have a huge center for research and innovation. And what they do is they make sure that these products are tested and validated by scientists and doctors. There's a team of 33 doctors and scientists that work on these products to make sure that they're of the highest quality. Because if you're going to put them in your mouth, you need to know that they're actually going to create benefit and not harm. And here's what they do. They go above and beyond to test their products. They source the products from some of the most organic farms in the world. If the products and the produce is not of the highest quality, they reject the batches and get another batch to make sure that the standard doesn't drop. They do over 600 tests on each of the products to make sure that they're beyond organic. And John, I got to pull you in on this. Tell them about that, the extensiveness of the tests.
It is just incredible. I've been over to America. I've seen the tests that they do. I've seen the manufacturing processes. And so literally these 600 tests, they're doing two things. They want to make sure there's no nasty contaminants in there. So what are they testing for? They're making sure there's no traces whatsoever of pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers, heavy metals, insect residue, dirt, mold, fungus, E. coli, even radiation. And there's hardly any companies in the world that test for radiation. So they're making sure you're not getting any of those nasty ingredients that would have a negative impact on your health. So they make sure they're pure and clean, but then they're also testing to make sure all the active ingredients are present. So every single batch gets tested to make sure that it's been a good harvest, the right part of the plant has been sent to them, and actually that way they can guarantee what you see on the label is actually what's in it. And not many companies can guarantee it because they don't go to these lengths testing. So, a lot of companies don't do any of this testing because they don't care whether there's been pesticides used or not. And then you get some that have an element of care and they might test 3 times a year, their suppliers. But then things can slip through the net. Now, why is this important? If you're going to recommend something like me, like Vishal, your reputation's on the line. And I can hand on heart say that these products and what they've done for people's health is enhanced my reputation because you're not playing roulette. If you're recommending these, they're going to work every single time. So the final thing on this, actually, Vishal, is they test 1 part per trillion. And what this means is they could detect 1 drop of pesticide in 21 Olympic-sized swimming pools, which I think says a lot, really, as well as the fact that they use water to clean their floors and mixing drums with better water than most people drink because they use uncontaminated water. So some of you may have heard of reverse osmosis water. That's better water than most people drink, and yet they're cleaning with it. So this is the lengths they go to make sure that they're pure and potent, and that way, that's why they have a 90-day money back guarantee on all the products. If people take them.
John, you read my mind. I was just about to say that one of the only companies that offer a 90-day money back guarantee, which means you can use the product. If you don't feel the benefit, you can keep the product and still get your money back. That's unbelievable. That's unheard of.
Yeah. Yeah. Super cool. Super cool.
Yes, incredible. So what's that doing? It's taking the risk away. You know that they're of the highest quality. There's no risk to you whatsoever. It's brilliant. Another thing I like about Synergy is the sustainability side. Every capsule, every tablet, every liquid, every powder that's made is powered by 100% solar powered energy. It's incredible. Love it. And Synergy Synergy and Nature Sunshine have been given so many awards for how they treat their workers. With most companies, they have such a high turnover of staff. With Synergy, most of their staff have been with them for decades. I think some of them 3, 4 decades, even 5 decades. And so if you're going to put something in your body, you want to know that the people who are helping to create that are happy in the work that they're doing. Would you agree? Type in the chat section if you'd agree with that. You're going to put something in your mouth. You want to know that the people who are in the process of creating that are happy and taken care of. It's like food. If the person who's creating your food and cooking up your food is very angry and not feeling good and got all these negative emotions, when you eat that food, it transfers over. It's the same with this. And because Synergy have done so well, they also contribute. They're very charity oriented. They give a lot of donations in the form of money, supplements to where it's wanted and needed. I love that. I love that. For me, charity is a big thing in life. It's one of the reasons why I chose to be wealthy, so I could give back more. For example, this year on Christmas Day, there's a guy who runs a mental health foundation, and he's putting on an event where they're going to feed over 150 people who are lonely at Christmas. And what I said is I'm going to go down for a few hours on that day and spend some time with these people. And I'm going to take a few things that I'm going to buy from the supermarket, like that are not so good for them. But then I also may take some supplements from Synergy there too, so that people who want to boost their energy or whatever I decide, I'll take some of those supplements with me. Next, we're going to move on to some of the core products, some of the products that you will love through Synergy. So they've got number one, a core nutrition range, number two, the gut health, number three, the sports range, number four, the weight loss range, number five, the boosting immunity products, and number six, the skincare and beauty range, which has had a slight alteration, but I'll come to that in a moment. So there's three products in the core nutrition range. They've got Pro-Arginine, which is the highest selling product within Synergy. It's great for heart health and overall health, boosting your energy and motivation, all of those things. They've also got the Phyto Life, which is a liquid chlorophyll drink. It's like drinking plant blood. So you're getting all those benefits from the plant. Because eating a plant is not very tasty, whereas this is created in a very natural way from the plant, so you're getting all that goodness into your body. Mystify is the natural antioxidant drink from the acai berry, helping boost your immune system and giving you that feel-good energy, feel-good feeling and all that energy that you want and need. And then I'm going to hand over to John because they have the most amazing green drinks, which are so popular in the market. Greens drinks are trending at the moment. And there's a lot of people who have started with a greens power pack. I'm going to hand over to John to tell you a bit more about that in terms of the health benefits, but also the financial benefits, just to touch on it.
Yeah, thank you, Vishal. Yeah, this actually this drink here called the Performance Greens, many of you might be able to see as I'm talking.
I take it every day with water, every day.
Yeah, it's incredible. If there's one supplement that covers the most bases for health, it's this one. It's the best all-rounder. It's got over 20 vitamins and minerals in it. It's got over 2 portions of green veg in it. You've got antioxidants, you've got enzymes and fiber to support digestion and gut health and reduce things like bloating, and improve nutrient uptake. And so, you know, think of it as an insurance policy which plugs the gaps nutrient-wise that are missing in our diet. Even a healthy diet has certain nutrients missing from it, and this covers a lot of bases. But the key thing as well that I want to highlight here, and highlights again the mental health aspect, is there's 4 what we call nootropic herbs in here. I don't know if any of you have heard of nootropics. Just type yes in the chat if you've heard of nootropics. If not, you're going to hear about them soon because they're really the awareness is really starting to grow on them. Because what these nootropic herbs do is they support our nervous system and our mood. So they help us deal with stress. If someone's feeling a little bit wired and just like rushing around here, there, and everywhere, then it calms them. It calms their nervous system. If someone's the opposite and they're lacking in get up and go and energy and motivation, it lifts their energy so they feel more motivated to engage in life. So whatever your needs are, they literally adapt and balance your nervous system. They're also known to help mood. And I've really noticed a difference literally within days of taking this on how it supports mood. And you just feel this greater sense of well-being and calmness. It helps you deal with stress better and therefore mental health. So look, that is for me the best. If there was one thing to take, I mean, it'd be hard because Pro-Arginine, as Vishal mentioned earlier, is incredible. But this is the best all-rounder. And it actually blends perfectly as another core nutrition supplement called Performance Beets. I don't know if you can see that there. You may have already heard about the power of beetroot. The beetroot has these things called nitrates in them. What nitrates do is they naturally open up our blood vessels and improve blood flow and circulation. And we all know that heart disease is one of the biggest killers. However, nitrates and nitric oxide is the best prevention for heart disease through natural nutrition and health. So when you start putting good nutrients in with this and helping your gut health with this, and then you also improve your blood flow, which is literally the delivery system for oxygen and nutrients to all of your cells, those 2 things alone can make a huge difference to how people are feeling and functioning day to day. So they're a really great starting point if you just want to start investing in your health, really. And it would cost you less than £3 a day to take both of those supplements, less than the price of a cup of coffee, and yet a whole load more health and nutritional benefits. So yeah, incredible. They really are. Really are.
Yeah, that's so powerful. So powerful. I love it. I love it, John. And the next the next products that we're going to focus on telling you about is the gut health program, the 21-day Purify program, which is focused on improving your gut. And this is what I reached out to John about. When I heard about what John was doing and looked into it in more detail with John, he told me a little bit about it, and I was like, I'm in. It makes so much sense. The importance of your gut is becoming more and more transparent. And you might be hearing John just speak about these greens and the beetroots and how they're helpful. And he went into some scientific knowledge about it. At one point, John did not know that. He got the education, the awareness through Synergy. And that's what John and I are going to help you do. We're going to help educate you in a very simple way so that you can understand some of these benefits. And then if you ever wanted to explain them to someone else, you'll also get very good at explaining them. But it wasn't that John was just born with this knowledge. He learned about this through Synergy. That's another great thing that you get through Synergy is the education is second to none, and a lot of it's free. It's amazing.
And it's priceless, I believe, Vishal, because when you know how to take care of your own body better, well, you know, what impact can that have on your life? So, yeah, I've been really blessed to been able to help my own health and my family's health so much more, amongst many other people because of this knowledge. So
Amazing. So this gut health program composes of 5 of these products, and this program featured on Channel 4 television. Channel 4 television got 4 gut health programs, and they compared each one of them, and the one that was the top of the top was Synergies. It's unbelievable. It's brilliant, so powerful. So there's 2 main ways that people are getting started with us through Synergy. One is through this 21-day gut health program, and the second is through this Greens Power Pack. So it's either option that works for you. You'll go with one of those to start with. It makes a lot of sense to do that.
Vishal, can I just add on about that Purify, the 21-day program?
Sure.
So I've helped, as I mentioned earlier, over 620 people go through this program. And I cannot tell, I could send you real authentic interviews with people. I mean, I could send you several about people telling the story around their mental health and how the program helped them. I know arthritis was mentioned in the chat. Honestly, I could send you several testimonials from people who were on regular pain-reducing medication and anti-inflammatories every day and still struggling to 3 weeks later being off their pain-reducing medication, reducing the inflammation and moving more easily. So it's helpful for people who have got digestive challenges, sports performance and recovery, just general energy and vitality, improved mood. Yeah, I can see someone's put, my mum has arthritis. Look, there's multiple solutions to helping someone with arthritis. Actually, I'm working with Doreen tomorrow. We're doing a talk to people around that as well. So yeah, we have solutions, and really it starts at the gut level. When you get the gut right, you improve a lot about how your body and mind function. So
Yeah,
yeah.
because if your body's not able to digest and take on all the good nutrients, then what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious to know who here either has a health problem or knows someone that has a health problem. Type in me in the chat section if you or someone you know has a health problem. Exactly. It's very likely you have some kind of health problem, and it's even more likely you know someone that has a health problem. It's so powerful. Afra, I have insomnia. Listen, I've struggled with insomnia throughout my life. My sleep is a bit better now. I've just ordered a product through Synergy called Sleep Well. I'm going to be trying it in the next few weeks. If I notice it works well, that's probably something that you can give a go. Because it's horrible. When you can't sleep, that also affects your health in many different ways. Okay, now I'm going to go and cover the sports range, sports and energy range. They've got a natural energy drink called E9 that gives you all the energy that you want and need without putting all that nastiness in your body. There's the collagen, there's the flex, the smart meal, which is a weight loss product, And all of these products will help you boost your energy so that you can perform better. And the Flex is for bone health, hair health, nail health, etc. And the skincare range, there's been a slight alteration. Some of the skincare and beauty products have gone off. They've been taken off. I think there's still a few of them there. But then you've got the collagen range, which is great for skin, hair, and nails. And then the boosting immune products, vitamin D3, omega-3, Silver Shield, Pro-Arginine again, and CoQ10. And then there's the weight management drink, which is focused on helping people lose weight if they've been struggling. What we usually suggest is someone should go on the 21-day gut cleanse program, because that will help them lose weight, improve their digestion, their overall health. And then if there's still some more weight to lose, then they'd go on the weight management program. And for those of you who love the idea of doing genetic testing, getting your blood work done, this is amazing. Or I think it's a swab in the mouth even. This is a great way to get a genetic test done at an additional cost if you want to know what foods are good for you and not good for you. That's something extra that if you did want to get done, we can talk to you about. Now, the fourth thing I'm going to move on to is the opportunity. Very quickly, I'm going to get Doreen to unmute herself. Doreen, unmute, turn on your video. Let everyone see your wonderful self.
My wonderful self is here, Vishal. You just can't see me.
Okay, Doreen, tell us a little bit about how you started with Synergy and what it's been helping you do.
Do you want to hear the dream, everyone? Well, first and foremost, I had a dream. And in this dream was Vishal and myself. And he's wearing a pale blue suit, white shirt, and a burgundy tie. And I had this burgundy sequins dress on. That was it. 23 days later, he contacted me. And normally he doesn't contact me except through his PA. I mean, we do other little stuff sometimes, but in the sense of business. And he said to me, how would you like to improve your health and wealth? And I was having problems with my guts, with my bowels. And because I had the dream, I just said yes. That was it. It was yes, and I wanted to improve my health. So I did the 21-day gut health program.
Doreen, can I just stop you there? Can I just stop you? Carry on a 21-day program. You were at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You said yes. For you, it was just a yes. But what had happened for you is, number one, you had published your book with my company. Number two, I was personally reaching out to you. So underlying all of that, somewhere in there, you trusted me. You trusted that what I was sharing with you was in some way, shape, or form going to help you. This opportunity was going to be something that helped you.
Yes, and like I said, the dream for me was the important thing too. And I trust you. And I'm going to say it, and if I didn't say it before, I'm coming from the educational background, and Vishal is a very, very, very extremely good teacher. I have to put that in. Yes. So yes, I did trust you. And even when I came to the book as well, I just felt that I had to come to you. You know, it's not just felt, I just was led, intuition, whatever one wants to call it. So yes. So where do I go from here now, as you just helped to expand in that?
21-day program you were talking about. Right. That's what you started with.
Yes, I did start the 21-day program. I wasn't happy with how my gut was. I've actually done other programs before without any assistance and no coaching, and it didn't work. It worked in one sense, but I wasn't feeling better. And what I have to put in here, everyone, is that I had cancer. And because I had cancer, it's depleted my body from how I used to be. So for 15 years, until this year, this is the best I have ever felt since having cancer. So as Vishal was talking about the medication, and there's a time and a place for medication, but when you haven't been given or advised to do anything else with it, you're floating around in the dark. trying to find it. So I was on that way looking for elite health, and opportunity came. Yes, so it's just my bowels. But I found in 2 days, I have a mark just here. Within 2 days, that mark started to go. Yes, people were saying my skin was glowing. I had a problem with my left knee, which would just lock on its own for no reason. That started to go. My memory, I was sharp before, but it's like super sharp. And I continue taking the products because I know there's other parts which need to. I've had a shoulder problem. I've started doing the collagen. This is after the 21-day program. Things are a lot better, a lot better. And I'm glad I did it. Now, I must say this. Remember the colors I announced to you that Vishal was wearing and I was wearing in the dream? Light blue, white, and red, or burgundy. I was coaching someone through the help of John, because John's given a lot of help. We get on very well, and we have fun. Believe you me, we're going on like we're very professional there, which we are, but we have a lot of fun. And I realized when I was coaching someone one day, I goes, oh my goodness gracious me. This is the Pro RG9, which they've been talking about. Do you notice the colors? The white, the blue, the burgundy, red, yellow, whatever, not yellow, whatever color you want to call it, wine. I goes, oh my goodness, this is what I'm doing. Even though it was working, you don't realize certain things. And I put that all together. So now not as many people as John, I've helped a number of people. I have a team of people I'm helping with the help of John to get things together. I've seen people blood pressure drop. I'm talking about young people. There's young people doing it in their 20s. I've seen weight decrease. I've had the testimonies, not as much as John, but I have them. Yes. People are happy. You can always tell when people stop it, John, don't you? You can always tell because their energy levels deplete. It drops. Because what we need to understand is these are bridging the gap of what's missing in our foods. That's all I want to say. So I encourage you to start making a difference in your health. And the sleep well, Vishal, I put other things in practice, works very well.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, look to the ingredients, got valerian root, passion flower extract or something. It's got a lot of good stuff in there that I know is good for sleep. So yeah.
Absolutely. And like yourself and John, my name's important, and I'm not going to be putting things out there and it's not going to work. If it doesn't work because somebody hasn't done it properly, that's it.
Very true.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Doreen. Yeah, so I introduced Doreen, and John and I, and mainly John, he's been really coaching and helping Doreen to really start building this out. And it's the same for you. I would highly encourage you to give this a go, and you will get so much help and support. We actually have a WhatsApp group dedicated to building out synergy. And I'm going to introduce you to the opportunity now. And I want you to have a look at it to see how it works, so that you can see the potential that you can have with this. This is something that you can have for yourself, but not by yourself. And it will help you achieve things that you want to achieve, not that we want, that you want. And you get all that help and support at absolutely no charge. It's amazing. So when you start doing something, you work hard, long hours, little reward. Or you can do, that's if you're starting your own business, which can be very complicated for most people. Another thing a lot of people do is they have a job. They spend a lot of hours working, and they're limited to the number of hours that they've got, and they're limited in terms of their wage. What you can have with Synergy is something that you can start with a very minimal investment. In fact, I don't know many ways to actually start something with minimal investment where you can start building something from day one with the help and support of coaches and mentors that give you exactly what you want and need, in order to start creating financial stability and freedom, as well as improving your health. Amazing. So what usually happens with a traditional retail model is there will be a supplier, manufacturer, distributor, wholesaler, retailer, and then it will go out to the customer. So there's a lot of middle people involved. With Synergy, what happens is Synergy work directly with the farmers, and then they have partners, like people like John, myself, Doreen, you, and we work personally with other people to give them tailor-made solutions to building their health, and if they're interested, creating wealth too. And it works so well. For example, have you ever, I want you to type in Y or N in the chat section. Have you ever referred someone or talked to someone about a movie? Type in yes or no in the chat section, or Y and N. Have you ever referred someone to a movie? Have you ever referred someone to a restaurant? You ever referred someone to a restaurant? Have you ever referred someone to take or go and buy a product from the supermarket or a health store? How many times did you get paid for recommending something to someone? How many times? For most people, probably never or zero. What Synergy is going to do, number one, it's going to give you some of the highest quality nutritional and health supplements in the world. Number two, they're going to give you a lot of the education, the understanding, the background knowledge, the science. Number three, you're going to have powerful team members like John, myself. I charge £4,000 for an hour of my time, or 5,000 US dollars for an hour of my time if you wanted one-to-one coaching with me. Through Synergy, you actually have access to people like John and myself for nothing. It's amazing. And the skills that we'll teach you are transferable to all areas of your life. Very, very powerful. So here's how it works in short. First of all, you use the products. Yeah, you're surrounded by amazing, like-minded people, by the way. Just the best of the best people. Very positive, like-minded, wonderful people. The first step is you use the products yourself. Use the products, see what results you get with these products. And then the second step would be to share your story. Tell other people that you've used this product and this is what it's done for you. And then if you're interested and you want to start building a team, we will teach you how to do that. And then you will coach other people into doing the same so that this can multiply. You might have heard of this thing called pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes were banned in 2012. Life is actually a pyramid scheme. If you look at life, the people at the top with the most skills, with the most knowledge, tend to succeed and earn the most. The people at the bottom are less skilled and least knowledgeable, and they earn the least. And they're like a slave to the system. What we're doing is teaching you how you can start with little to nothing and build something extraordinary to get to the top of the pyramid, where you win and everyone around you can win too. This is all about win, win, win. Everyone can win. That's the most wonderful thing. Let me give you a very quick idea of how you can actually make money through Synergy with our help and guidance. Because we don't want you to be alone. We want to support you through this, should you decide to go ahead. The first step, one of the methods, is that you can send customers to your web shop and earn up to 36% profit on any orders that they make. And remember, 70% of people who take supplements continue taking them each month. So if you set people up and subscribe and save, they would get free shipping and they would get these high quality nutritional products to them, delivered to them every single month. And you would make a monthly amount just from them ordering from you and your web shop, because you'd have a free web shop. That's one way. Within that way, there's another way which is where you can sell directly to your customers and decide your own profit margin so you're not limited. Because people buy from someone they know, they have a connection with, and they trust. And I'm pretty sure there are people in your life that know you, that have a connection with you, and that trust you. So they will buy from you, especially when you share your story of how these products have helped. And we will guide you with that so that you're not alone. The second way is a way called basic commission. This is where you are at the top and you're building two teams. Whichever team is the smaller team, you would get 7% of the total orders within that team. So for example, as you can see on the screen, 7% of this left team would equate to £465. And of course, we can go into more detail with that later, should you need to know that. But in simple, you're building two teams, a left team and a right team. And you would earn 7% on the smallest team. The next way is through something. Nadine, can you start with a web shop and to direct selling? You can start with any way you want, but Nadine, I'm so sorry to say this. You're the only person on here that this won't apply to because Synergy is not yet in Aruba. It's too small a market. So hopefully you've got some good education, but this won't apply to you. I just thought I'd let you know. This is not affiliate marketing. This is actually connected to network marketing. Clayton, it's 7.5% a month. It's 7.5% a month. Okay, so the third way is through something called Mega Match Bonus, and this is so powerful. Watch this, watch this. Imagine this is you with your company at the top, which again, you've got help and support to do with our help. You introduce Sue, and you help Sue make £750. And then you introduce Bob, and Bob makes £300. And then you introduce Tom. You help Tom make £250. And then you introduce Paul, and Paul makes £200. All of a sudden, you've just made £1,500 by coaching and helping other people because you're a leader. Wow, wow, wow. So powerful. It's like Madhu. Madhu doesn't even know, but John and I have been, mainly John, we've been putting other people under her. And she's been making money and getting points without even realizing it. It's such a powerful, powerful thing. It can grow beyond what you could ever imagine when you have the right support that you need. It's amazing, really amazing. And who here likes traveling? Type in me if you love traveling. This is amazing because when you join up with us, John has been on over 20 trips around the world, all paid expenses for him and his wife. John, very quickly tell us about the trips.
Again, when I first started, I thought, oh, they're not for me. That's what other people achieve, not people like me. But it was fairly early on. I managed to qualify for this all expenses paid trip for me and my wife to Barcelona. We stayed in the Ritz. I'm like, what am I even doing here? I couldn't believe where we're staying and taking us out to the best restaurants. And then from there, over a period of time, I've been on over 10 different international trips, all paid for, a couple of times to America. Florence in Italy, Dubrovnik, Croatia, Lisbon, Portugal, Munich, Cyprus, Crete. This year we went to Madeira and Seville, 2 trips this year. And it's just with great people, great experience. And they're the memories, to be honest. They're the magical memories that I always look back on fondly, and they're the rewards for the efforts as well. So yeah, it's just been a really nice bonus, those wonderful trips.
Yes, this is for real. Why would we make this up? It wouldn't be ethical if we were lying to you. So this is absolutely doable. You have John and I coaching you. and you get the best education, the best products, the best support, and we really care about helping you. If you know me, you know that I care about helping. So you're going to get a lot through this for sure.
You know, you had Vishal's experience and knowledge and my experience. Like, I'll teach you everything I know. I'll teach you, and I know more now than I knew 20 years ago. So certainly can fast track you through the process. It took me a lot longer because it was a lot more for me to learn. But yeah, we just want to share and help. We really do. And you know, I'd love to be a part of the journey with you. So sorry, Vishal.
No, it's great, John. And this is the thing, we love helping. So you're going to get a lot. You're going to get a lot. And also our WhatsApp group, we don't have lots of communication, but when there's important things that need to be shared and help and support and trainings and events, we make sure that you're reminded and you're encouraged to attend so that we can help you build out your dream. There are 9 different ways that you can earn through Synergy. I've just covered a few of them with you to keep it very simple. What have you found most interesting so far? Tell me in the chat section, because we had quite a lot of people on here still. What have you found most interesting so far? Tell me in a short sentence. What's been most interesting for you? Tia, the traveling. Yes. Yes, go the products. Yes, go this for your mental health might be amazing. It was really good for me. It helped me sharpen up my mind. I started to feel motivated again. I felt I was thinking clearer. Yeah, amazing. The products, the heart too. Yes, very true. Absolutely. Tell me, what have you found most interesting? Those of you who've not answered yet. Tell me in a few words or a short sentence. Yes, I had a heart attack. Wow, okay. Yeah, we should be able to help you a lot with these.
Yeah.
2022. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ayush, Clayton, Louise, Pauline. Tell me. Natural products and support to grow as UK is a hard market. True. And Grace, you'll see that you will use these products gracefully to create great results. I'm sure about that. Ayush, good improvement margin higher than before. Yes, very true. So with Synergy, here's what's going to happen. The next steps. What you'll get is the highest quality nutritional supplements. You'll get coaching and mentoring from successful business partners, people like John, myself, Doreen, who's now starting to achieve some success with this. You'll have you've got us in your corner and your team. You've got discounts and deals. You've got product training for free. You've got an opportunity to make residual and passive income on a monthly basis with my, John, and Doreen's help at no charge. You'll have online and live training events, again, most of which are free. Occasionally, we have in-person events, and they're a very small fee to attend just to cover the cost of the room, like 10 quid, 20 quid, 30 quid, very affordable. The events are great because you meet like-minded people, get some great education. You have doctors, nutritionists, scientists, and customer service working for and with you. Amazing, Deo. Yes, Pauline. There's a 90-day money-back guarantee, which means that you can use the products. If you don't notice the benefits, you don't see any rewards, you can keep the products and get all of your money back. Louise, we're almost finished. Give us a couple of minutes. Lots more. You get lots of benefits. Now, you know that when I offer a product, it's usually thousands of pounds or dollars or euros. It's usually thousands. Yes, John.
Vishal, can I just say, and I know we haven't spoken about this before, so I hope you're just trusting me in this process, is that, look, I'm really happy to do some weekly, like, if there's a community of people that come together and want to do what we're doing I'm happy to do weekly calls, like free, online, coaching calls about the products, about the business to help people. I'll do whatever I can to help. So I just kind of thought I'd throw that into the mix if that's okay.
Wow, that's very
Kick off,
generous,
like,
John.
whether it's an 8-week course or whatever it is, like, I'm here. So
Can I just endorse that? He does that. He does it, and it's helped me so much. That's why I put in the chat, he's the best coach ever. And I've met a lot of coaches.
Amazing. Incredible. Okay. This can be a tax-deductible expense so that you can save money on taxes. It's normally £220 or around $300 to get started. But if you get started today, it's only 150 to 180 quid. About 250 US dollars. And I think it's probably around 200 euros, something like that. So it's very, very affordable. So if you want to join up, only 150 to 80 quid, as little as 250 US dollars, and approximately 200 euros, I think. Something like that.
And to add to that, Vishal, they'll get that in value of products.
So you're going to get the products.
Either the 21-day program or, you know, the Performance Power Greens pack that Vishal's mentioned. Like, those, in fact, will be more than £200 worth of products that you'll get for an even cheaper price and start the business at the same time with the free web shop. So, yeah.
Amazing. So, yeah, let's to summarize what John and I are saying is, let's say you invest 50 odd quid, okay, between 150 and 180 pounds approximately. We say that because it depends on which one you start with. If you start with the Purify, the 21-day program, which requires you to make some nutritional changes as well, it's about 154, 155 pounds. If you start with the Greens Power Pack that you just start putting into your daily nutrition, it's about 180 pounds with the Performance Beets and the Performance Greens. You get the products for that money. You get to start your own business, which is unheard of for that little money. Normally people invest 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000 to start a business. You get the support from John and myself. You get all the education. You need everything. I mean, you get everything that you want and need. All the support, all the products, the opportunity, the way to make money, for only a small investment in yourself. 150 to 180 quid, about 250 US dollars, or around 200 euros approximately, depending on where you are in the world. Amazing. So what you need to do is join now using the link I'm going to send you. So all you need to do is type "I'm in." If you want to join us, type in "I'm in" the chat section. Number 2, you choose a discounted starter pack. So you can go with a 21-day Purify program, or you can go with the Power Pack, the Greens Power Pack. And then you'll book in a call for training and next steps. So if you have a question, you can ask right now. We don't need to do a one-to-one because that adds on more time and it's unnecessary. John and I are so transparent. We're going to take each question right now that you have, and we will personally answer it for you because we're willing to take that time to help you. Yes, Grace, I'll very quickly explain. So, Clayton, if you have a question, you can unmute in a moment or ask it in the chat. Tia, if you have a question, you can ask now or in the chat. Grace, how do you make money? So in simple, there are 9 different ways to make money through Synergy. John and I will coach you on how to do that so that you understand exactly step by step what you need to do to actually make money doing this. Does that make sense, Grace?
I can see there's a question here, Vishal, are there any installment plans? Yes, on the joining process. If you've got PayPal and a good credit rating, you can, I believe, I haven't done it yet with anybody, but I believe it's active now to be able to pay in 3 installments through PayPal as well.
Listen, it's such a small investment in your health and potentially creating wealth. You should definitely do this. Very powerful. Beata, yay! I'm in. Exactly. Beata, let me send you a link. Give me a moment. I'll send you a private link and we will help you through this. Actually, John, every 2 people are different, but we're going to love working with Beata on this because she's like Doreen. She's very positive, very proactive. She loves doing video content on social media. She's got a large following. So yeah, Beata, this is going to be great for you.
Vishal, there's something else that hasn't been mentioned here, which I hope you don't mind me mentioning. And,
go for it.
You know, Vishal hasn't launched this yet to his wider network and connections. And all I'll say is those who join now and come on board, if you're feeling in your gut, if you've got a really good gut feeling about this and you're thinking, do you know what? This feels really right.
And that's even before you've done the 21-day gut health program.
And that this is all making sense for you and that it's a bit of a no-brainer because, you know, me and Vishal can really help you succeed. We know we can. And so if you're feeling the calling, then just do it. Honestly, just do it. And there is a benefit for joining now and not leaving it till later. And the reason being is those who join now will benefit from the future people that Vishal introduces to this over next year and beyond. So because not only will you be building your business, but Vishal will also be contributing to your business as well. This is a real collaborative business model where you're not alone, and we will be not only supporting you, but you know, Vishal particularly will be contributing. So the sooner you join, the more benefit you'll get from future people that join that Vishal introduces, if that kind of makes some sense.
Can I just say that when I came into the program, because I wanted to be well and I wanted to help other people, and I saw the benefits of it, and my sugar cravings change, and I forgot to mention that earlier, so many things have happened. When you know you want to know what you know, everything else starts feeding in after. Like I came in after Vishal, and with John's caring nature and dropping those golden nuggets a bit of time, because we don't get everything all at once. And if we wait to get everything, but when I was in education and when I trained to be a teacher, I trained, but I didn't know everything at the same time. It took a while. So you want to be well, you want to make money, you want to do what you need to do, go with that flow. I think that's what you said, didn't you say, John? To flow. Well, we flow together then. There you go.
Does anyone have any questions? Clayton, I've just sent a message in the chat. Does anyone else have any questions?
I have a question.
Yes, Tia, go ahead.
Hi. So I just wanted to ask you, after investing possibly today, how long does it take for the profit to start coming through?
How long does it take for the profit to
or just some money coming in? Really, I'm just intrigued to know.
So let me explain how it works. You invest in the products today, and then in the next few days, we will have a call with you and the other team members, and we will start helping you go through your goals as to what you would like to achieve through your synergy business.
Yeah.
Then we will give you the steps that you need to take in order to get to that result. So you could potentially start making money in as little as the next few days, potentially. Is that right, John?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's you know, we'll guide you in how to go about it and what to do. We'll actually have conversations as well. I'll personally jump on conversations, whether it's be with people inquiring about the products that you know and they want to find out more, because at the start you won't necessarily know the information, but what I'll do is I'll come on those calls so that I can build your business whilst you're watching and learning.
And
Um,
also, sorry.
Carry on. Sorry.
So I just needed to know that how would the tax and all be settled, because obviously, how can I say this?
Tia, you know, when we use the word business, let's just simplify it. Once you start making money, we can cross that hurdle and we'll explain what you need to do. You don't
Okay,
need to worry about the taxes until you start making money. We can tell you about that later on.
And even then, you can do it for months. As you'll have commission reports, so you'll have all of the documentation. So
right.
it's only like 9 months, 12 months down the line, you know, and you're earning money regularly, and you've just got all of that document there anyway, ready. So it's not something you need to worry about from the get-go.
John, does that help, Tia?
Yes, yeah, I think so. I'm just thinking.
You know what, Tia? I think for you, the 21-day gut health program, because of the mental health, this
Yeah.
could be very good to help with that.
Yes, I think so too. I mean, yeah, I mean, I should really try the product on myself first and see how it works.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm really, really happy. But only thing is I'm taking other medication, and would that really tally on with that sort of you know, like
Tia, I did mine, and I'm on two different mental health medication, one antipsychotic
yeah.
and one antidepressant. I'm
Yeah.
actually starting to
So
come
am
off.
I. So am
I'm
I, Vishal.
I'm actually starting to come off slowly my medication. You should
I
never
take
come
an
off.
injection every 3 weeks. So I'm
Okay.
just thinking, like, would that work for me, or would it really worsen things up? I'm not
So
sure.
I can add in a bit here is look, we can certainly have a personal chat about this.
This is why I want to have a one-to-one chat. Really, I just didn't want to.
Look, I'm happy to help. I'm absolutely happy to help, and I've helped lots of people implement natural. It's just nutrition what we're talking about here, and there's very little contraindications. I'm not saying there's not any, but there's very little. And when we talk about antidepressant medications, most people have a hard time coming off them because, and what most people don't know is antidepressants actually deplete the body of B vitamins, the very vitamins that are needed for energy and a healthy mind and help us deal with stress and things like that. So when you're putting B vitamins in, you're in a much stronger place to not have any negative side effects coming off certain medications.
Yeah.
So look, there's plenty of instances. I've helped people come off blood pressure medication naturally by gradually phasing in, monitoring, and working with a doctor and letting the doctors know what it is improving about your own personal health, so that they can understand that as you get healthier in many different aspects, they can start to monitor and reduce medications.
Yeah, that just reminded me I take blood pressure medication as well, because I have very high blood pressure, and they said I have to take it for the rest of my life. Once you start it, you just have to take it for the rest of your life, which is a bummer.
That's only
John, would you agree that for Tia, a great way to start would be to focus on her gut health, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, because you're ticking so many boxes with that. I've had people's blood pressure come down naturally just in 21 days, significantly come down in 21 days.
Really?
As well as mental health improving.
You know what? I think I'm really like putting my last effort on it, because I'm really struggling financially, but I will take it as it comes, really, because I really trust Vishal, and I have been working with him for a while, and you know, I had my moments and I have been really ill and all that, but just because I trust him, I think I'm gonna go for it.
Amazing.
You'll be so glad. Honestly, you'll be so glad you took
But
that.
I have so much debt actually at the moment that I'm dealing with, to be honest with you. But I think I'm just gonna put my last money on it. Betting.
And you know what, John, when we set goals with Tia, we have to help her financially, create a way of financially removing her debt. We've got to help her do that.
Got a plan in place, and
Thank you.
yeah. And if you're prepared to take, action, the things that we recommend, and we'll coach you how to do that and the conversations to have, then absolutely, you
lovely.
can.
Thank you.
And
I really hope this will work out for me.
we'll make it work. We'll make it work, Tia.
I also noticed in the chat, I think it was Grace was saying, about
Hold on, John, 1 second. Clayton messaged me so many times privately, and we'll come back to Grace and Yesko's questions as well, because I see they've asked a question. Clayton's asking, he gets a state pension once a month or once a week or something like that. And he's asking about the PayPal option. Do you know anything about the PayPal option?
Yeah, if you've got a PayPal account and the the credit rating's good, etc., then you basically can pay for the pack through PayPal. And what PayPal will do is they'll break it up into, I think it's 2 or 3 installments.
Three installments.
3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do that as well, please? I have a PayPal account.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
part
it's
of
just
part of the
Vishal,
process.
the situation is I can't do it tonight.
No
I would
problem.
need to be able to sort something out. I'm very interested in this. John, perhaps I can have a chat with you about my personal circumstances and health issues.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me to do it right now this night, then I can't. I would need a little bit of time to actually sort out that with PayPal and join the system. So I don't want to miss out, but there are circumstances that I have to work in a particular way.
So what we want to do is those people who can do it today, we want to get you started and running with it as fast as you can and working in the way that you want to work. We will support you with that. Those of you who can't do it today for whatever reason, such as Clayton's way, he's waiting for his pension to come in, we'll work with you from next week. But if you can afford it or find a way to afford it today, I would highly encourage that you join today. It's a no-brainer. It's a very small investment if you can afford it.
I mean, number one, you're going to benefit health-wise regardless, and then number two, we're going to help you, build an income from this.
So is there any adverse penalty to us having to wait a few days or a week?
No. There's no major Clayton. The only holdup is how quickly we can get you started on this. So I understand your situation. I'll actually get John to have a personal call with you so that we can figure up and set up the PayPal and get you started as soon as you can next week. Does that work for you?
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Can I just
John,
say as well
you have
that
a
I'm
call
on a
with him,
pension
John.
too.
Oh, Doreen, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on a pension too. It's not a state pension, but it's a pension because I actually retired early due to cancer. So I retired many, many, many years ago. And I just trust the people I'm working with, and I certainly trust the products. And I just would encourage people just to be pleasantly surprised.
And Doreen, it's starting to make you a little bit of money now, right?
It is making me money because I see the mega match is going up. Not mega match yet. I've seen the rebates and the leads. I'm still getting to understand the terminologies. But I've decided not to complicate or worry about things too much. Just take it a step at a time. And that's what John is very good at doing. Like yourself, Vishal, a step at a time. And yes, I am making money, and it's really coming useful. I shared some things with you, John, earlier, and I realized that, oh, right. Now, if I didn't have that, I'd have nothing.
True. Makes sense.
And I
John?
apologize for interrupting. I do apologize.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it, Doreen, because it makes it relatable. If Clayton is on a pension, you're on a pension, it makes it relatable. John, which one do you suggest that Beata starts with? Because I've met Beata. She's a strong woman, powerful woman.
Yeah. 100%. I can tell you now, go for the Performance Power Pack, because, if you love fitness, you're healthy, you like running, you're going to see your running and your fitness go the next level. I mean, in fact, me and Doreen introduced a guy recently called Joe, and in 7 days, he could not believe the difference in how he was feeling from taking the 4 products in the Performance Power Pack, the greens, the beets, the Pro RG9, etc. So I think you'll fall in love with that. There's products there for you to feel a benefit from yourself very, very quickly, literally within days. And actually, you'll have some in there that you could also give away as samples and start building your business. So I think that's perfect for you, that Performance Power Pack.
Amazing. I want to go back to some questions. Listen, we're going to take as much time as you need, okay? We're not going to rush off, oh, this is the time, see you later. No, we're going to stay on this call until you've got every question answered. And I know a couple of you are already on the website enrolling. Tia, I'll send you a link in a moment, so just look out for that in the chat section. It'll come privately to you. Once you've registered, just let us know, because I will add you into the WhatsApp group, and we'll also start setting up a date to help the people who enroll from this course onto another class so that we can take you through the next steps and do it in a very simple way so that you're not overwhelmed. So right now, we just want to focus on answering questions, getting those of you enrolled, and then we'll move on to the next step, which is setting up the next call. So Yesko asked here, I won't miss any questions. I'll make sure. And if I miss them, you can type them in again. Yesko asked, how about the diet products to lose weight? So Yesko, what I would suggest to you is, I know mental health is a big thing for you. I started with the 21-day Purify program. It's so powerful. It will not only help you improve your mental health, it will very likely help you lose some weight. Because we've noticed that a lot of people who do the 21-day program lose weight. They lose fat. So I would encourage you to start with the gut cleanse. It's like the second brain will help with releasing those feel-good chemicals, as well as changing your nutritionist and the whole program. I would suggest you start with that. And then if you still need to lose more weight, we could do the whole weight loss program with you thereafter. Grace has a question. Anyone else have any questions? Grace, yes, I've been on other network marketing and many people don't want to invest, but I also want to know whether green package is liquid or tablets. I take the powdered form. I think there are tablets and powder, but the green power pack consists of powders. Right, John?
Yeah, 100%. All 4 drinks within that program and pack are all powders that you add to water to drink. And
And almost all of them come from real foods. Is that correct, John?
oh, absolutely. You know, this is made from food and plants. I mean, the beetroot,
Beyond organic.
the beetroot, for example, in that Performance Beets is from the Tibetan plains, where the soil is really rich in nutrients and there's no pollution. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't get better. It really doesn't.
Can I ask Vishal, as Grace?
Yes, and Grace.
Yeah.
Grace, I know Doreen wants to share something because
Oh, okay.
she's also a pensioner. So she wants to share something with you. So
Okay.
ask me your question. I
The
will
question
answer it. Yeah.
The question I want to check is that having been on other network marketing, you got to be sort of having a what you call the business sort of commitments, and I wanted to know this business, how different is it to that, so that at least, because I'm already on a mental wellness other sort of company, and I want to change to come to you, so that's why I'm asking all these questions.
Yes. Grace, I was with another company. I'm not going to name the name of the company.
Yeah.
The products are good, but I felt Synergy was better.
Okay.
On overall health rather than generic stuff.
Me, I'm interested in the money side.
So what we suggest, Grace, is that
Yes.
you start with the products that you, for example, the 21-day gut health program or the Greens Power Pack.
So I can't have the 21 because I have bowel cancer. I had surgery, and at the moment I'm also having another colonoscopy. So at the moment I cannot have anything that is what you call actively, enhancing the bowel to work harder. So that's why I was thinking of the green. What do you say? The green? What the package or green performance? What is it? The name of it?
It's called the Performance Power Pack.
Okay, so Performance Power Pack is the one with the green.
The greens and the beetroot, yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying to avoid having anything that, you know, is drastic on the bow, because I had a bow cut off in September, so it's not yet 3 months. Yeah, yeah.
I understand.
But otherwise, I'm okay. But I was asking to say like, so if I put in 180, because I'm a pensioner as well, if I had to put in 180, am I expected to actually sort of commit? That's what I was trying to check before I actually can just, you know, I can borrow the money and go in and join in today.
So Grace, if you have the excuse me, if you have the availability and the affordability, I would do it today. You will have the products with you within the next 48 hours
Okay.
so that you can start straight away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start after next week, because I'm going to theater on Monday for my, you know, bowel cleansing, bowel exposure. So I would definitely start afterwards. But you know, if that is what what I was just trying to find is the commitment of the amount of money that if I put in the money today, when is, you know, am I expected at some point to put in money again, you know, monthly sort of, you know, that's my thinking, because I'm paying for something else, you know, for my book and everything else. That's why I'm like asking more questions.
Sure, so
Yeah.
you can be clear, which is very smart.
Yeah.
John, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, so the commitment for when you need to order again, look, number one, if you feel the benefits, which I think you will, of the products, when you feel the benefits, should I say, then you know, I'm sure you'll want to consume them on a regular basis, like me, like I do, like Vishal does, like Doreen does. And really that's the commitment, is to order every month for your own personal use, so that you can share from your heart your own personal experience about the products. And then but you know what, if you didn't order, that's fine. It just means you wouldn't earn from the business. So but if you're introducing other people and you're using the products yourself, you introduce other people to either taking the products or joining the business, then you're gonna keep getting rewarded on the back of you ordering yourself. So yeah.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm so impressed, because the knowledge of the, you know, just having listened for a short time about the products, it's like already I have more knowledge, you know, about the, you know, just the way you explained it. So to me, and having somebody from UK, because most of the companies, the people are not from UK, they are from other countries. So the support isn't the same. So having, you know, in this one, having people who are supporting you within the UK, who understand the UK, the way things work here, is actually much, much better. And I encourage everybody who is here that, you know, this is a very, very encouraging thing, because normally there will be Americans or Canadians sort of, you know, introducing these things to UK. But now we have, you know, people in UK who are able to help you and understand the problems.
I do a team call every Monday at 2 o'clock. Anyone is welcome to join that team call, where we collaborate, we share ideas, we share what's working, etc. I've got training videos that you can watch in your own time that you'll all have access to. We have live events. So there's one happening in January on the 18th in Oxford for those who can make it. It will be an outstanding event with very, very successful people sharing their knowledge and skills and wisdom and experience. So yeah. I mean, it's all here. It really is.
You'll get a lot of support. You'll get a lot of support.
That's one that I'm thinking is much, much encouraging.
You will get a lot of support. I've been in other network marketing before, and the support isn't there. It isn't. They say they'll support you, but there's not the love and care and attention. There isn't. So, Grace, I just can't express more of the support you're going to get. It's next to none. It's hard to describe until you experience it yourself. And this is why Vishal and John are, you know, the way they are, because they like to help people, and they do. They do it. So,
I'll give it a chance.
They're the best. They're the best.
You've got a 90-day money back guarantee. You've got nothing to lose.
Vishal,
Oh,
Yes.
John, I'm very interested. I have to go, but my question is, what's my next step?
So what day did you say that you're getting your pension?
My pension doesn't come into next Thursday, but I'd like to speak to someone on Friday of this week, if possible.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll organize. John, do you mind setting up a call with Clayton?
Not at all. If you could just arrange for putting me and Clayton in touch together and sharing details, just do a, I don't know, WhatsApp introduction, etc., because you'll have both our numbers. I actually have time on Friday to, particularly in the afternoon, to jump on a quick call and answer questions and yeah.
Okay, that'll be great. Vishal, John, thank you very much for this evening. I have to leave now, but I look forward to speaking with you on Friday, John.
Yeah, thank you. Vishal will put us in contact, yeah?
Yeah.
That
Goodbye
good
and
you,
good luck,
Vishal?
everybody.
Amazing. Thank you.
bye.
So Yesko says, I would like to know more about the gut health program on my own time. Is there a website that informs me about the ingredients and the work mechanisms? I need to know more before purchase. There are website or any product brochures. So Yesko, why don't you unmute yourself and just ask specifically what you want to know? Or John, why don't you share a little bit more now so he has some input?
100%. I mean, look, first of all, Jessica, do you want to unmute and share and so I can be, give you the answers you need?
Yeah,
And Jesko's in Germany.
I would like to know what are the ingredients of these products? Like how does it work? How does what's the mechanism? How does it work? Can you explain to me how does the gut program like the gut cleaning or not cleaning, but the gut how do you say? What's the right word? But how
What's
does it
involved?
work to how does it improve the gut?
Yes.
The mechanism.
Yes. So look, the 21-day program is a combination of healthy eating and 5 supporting supplements in that program. So there's certain things you take out of your diet for 21 days. There's lots of things that you add into your diet for 21 days, and you take the 5 supporting supplements. Now the word microbiome is the word you may have heard of, that is the gut bacteria, but it's on us, it's in us, it's everywhere in our body and on our body. We are only 10% human. We're 90% bacteria and fungi and microbes that live on us and in us. So correcting and having a healthy, positive balance of beneficial bacteria is key to the way our brain functions, our body functions. So what this program does is it helps to reset that gut microbiome and that gut bacteria, as well as, so it improves your body's ability to digest food and absorb nutrients from your food, okay? Because we're only as healthy as the food we absorb. People say we are what we eat, but we're beyond it. We only are as healthy. People can have healthy diets, but not feel healthy because they're not absorbing it properly. So this helps us to digest and absorb better. And then there is also a supplement in there that boosts your circulation and blood flow. Now that's so key too, because you're only as healthy as the nutrients you absorb, but then that you can deliver to all of your cells. So when you absorb better and you deliver oxygen and nutrients to your cells better, literally all of the cells in your body will function better. Whether it's brain cells, muscles, organs, everything starts to function better. So there in the program, there is a supplement that's got L-arginine and L-citrulline in these amino acids that are responsible for producing a molecule that opens up our blood vessels naturally. It's also got B vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin K, and that's just in the one drink that boosts circulation. In addition to that, you've got pro and prebiotics that put the good bacteria in there. You've got a magnesium supplement, which helps with sleep, that helps with stress, that helps the muscles relax, helps with energy, and so much more. You've got a green prebiotic fiber drink that gently cleanses the colon. This isn't any vicious cleansing program. This is a very gentle program that gets the body working the way it needs to. So the green fiber in there, it's got an amino acid in there called L-glutamine, which heals the gut lining. I mean, I could go on with all the different ingredients. It'll take an hour for me to break down all of those different ingredients and the roles they play. Luckily, I've created a training video. You can watch the training video and it will break down those 5 supplements and the ingredients and why they're in there, etc. And then there's a final drink, which is a plant-based, gluten-free, dairy-free, nutritionally rich protein that also has added ingredients that help with gut health. So it's all been formulated by a guy called Dr. Tripp, who has many different research papers to his name and patents to his name. He formulated the program. It took him several years with all the testing, and it's been launched now 8 years ago. I've been using it for 8 years. I've got over like hundreds and hundreds of video testimonials that you can watch, so you can see literally
Like
the
a cure. It is like a cure, like we do for 3 months, and then, or is it like a ongoing thing you do for like long time?
So think of the 21-day program like a service to your body, like you'd service your car. You'd do it once or twice a year to reset and rebalance your body and get it working optimally. But then looking after your gut microbiome is like drinking water and exercise. It's not something that you do it once and you're great for life. Like you just, it's important to keep looking after it ongoing, like a healthy diet, like you would with a healthy diet. So, but it's knowing how to do that. And it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to take a lot of effort. You know, this is why supplementation is really key, because it's convenient, it's simple, it's easy to keep supporting your body in the right way and giving it what it needs to function well.
Yeah,
Does that
thank you. That explained it better. Yeah, I have a better notion now. I have a better understanding now. Not entirely, but better. Yes.
What else you want to know, Yesko? You may as well utilize this time and ask what you need to know.
Well, it's just, how can I say? Well, he went through the different products, and yeah, but I said in my in the chat, if I have it on my own time, like if I can inform myself on my time, I can grasp it better. It's not. He ran through the whole thing, but for me to grasp it and understand it and digest it, it would be helpful to have something in writing, to read and to be able. But I understand that you guys are basically doing this the sales talk and you, I mean, I know enough to be able to do a decision. I'm definitely interested to try it. Yeah, I'm interested to try it because I take your advice as good and sound. I trust you to some extent. I trust you to large extent. And
To some extent, Yesko.
well, well, yeah. You say it works. It's good for you. It's you benefit from it. I tell you, you're saying the truth, but I don't know if it works for me. We're different. Humans
Yesko,
are
listen,
different.
Yesko, listen.
Yeah.
You've got a 90-day money back guarantee. The
Okay.
program is 21 days.
Okay.
If it doesn't work for you, you don't get any benefit. You've used the products, you can keep the remainder of the products because you'll have some extra, and you can get all your money back.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
No risk. You got
Okay.
no risk.
Interesting. It sounds like crazy for a company to offer money back
The
after 90
reason
days
why
of
they do
the
that, the
product.
reason why they do that is because they know it works. We know it works. John's
Yeah.
got hundreds of testimonials. I used it on myself and I noticed the difference.
Mhm. Well,
Can
I
I
thank you for answering my question. I'm at the moment unable to go ahead and purchase it because of low funds, but that may change in the next weeks or days even.
Mhm.
I keep you posted. I definitely would like to try it out. It's and I will try it out at one point because I'm interested in it after your talk, and but it won't be today that I'm actually gonna buy it.
No problem. You can keep us informed.
I
Well,
keep you. I
Clayton,
will
like
keep in
Clayton,
touch about it. Okay, I keep in
yeah,
touch. I definitely now with my focus on my book and purchasing something about for the book to be able to finish my book. But this is
amazing.
like also interested. I'm actually buying a lot of supplements for like all the time, trying things out.
So,
I'm trying out different supplements all the time. So I spend like I spend every month I spend about 70 euros just on
I mean,
supplements.
this is a no-brainer. Can I just add in here that you could be buying those supplements from your own business rather than someone else's.
Right.
And so that just makes
But
complete.
it's a little bit, yeah, it's I so yes, I am like a person who's taking supplements and believes in it. I'm gonna try it out and see how I like it, how it works for me. But you got me interested in this call. I will do it, but not today, okay? Because my book is my priority at this point.
No problem.
I know like the investment is like about $200, 200 euros, and I will look into that when I have the resources.
No
But
problem.
my first priority is now the book.
Got you.
I would like to tomorrow go ahead and I can actually with Tam I arrange for the book writing club. I
Amazing.
definitely want to do that. Um,
Yeah,
I
that's
have
great.
that already committed to it, and I will do it.
Amazing. Love that.
We're ready to help when you're ready. So,
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, sir.
there's something come
Yeah.
up in the comments, Vishal, and
John,
what
I just before we do that, I just very quickly want to say that Tia and Grace, in a moment when we end this call, I will help you enroll so that it's done correctly. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And you know what? For those of you thinking, oh well, I'm going to be ordering products on a monthly basis. Guess what? Your first goal will be. Like you set your goals, but imagine we help you to get your own products paid for free because you're earning enough back from recommending it to some other people, and the cost of and then what you're earning on that covers the cost of your own products. So suddenly you're getting better health, and it's not even costing you any money because of what you're earning
I
back.
do think I could reach a lot of people because I have a Facebook with 1,200 contacts, all people that I know from my past,
And I
more
bet
or
you
less.
there's a good percentage of those that are also taking supplements.
And yes, and I have an Instagram and TikTok. I think I could actually sell something, but if I'm really enthusiastic and convinced about it,
Yeah.
and I will I will I will do that. I will try it out anyway. Uh, and but when I have
No
the
problem,
possible resources.
Yesko. No problem. We understand. When you're ready, you let us know. Okay. Any final questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
You said that it's only introduced into 25 countries in the world.
Uh-huh.
So actually, I am thinking because I have to now really frequently travel back and forth to Asia, for some personal reason, and I just wanted to ask you, can we introduce this to Asia really? Because I don't know. I mean, in February, I'm actually going to Bangladesh, and I'm just thinking, why don't we start like promoting these products into countries like India and Bangladesh, and because there's so much population. I mean, I don't know how many people live in Bangladesh. Hang on a minute, Alexa. How many people what's the population in Bangladesh?
From wikipedia.org. Bangladesh has a population of 165,158,116
Lot of people.
2022 census.
Just imagine we introduced it to them. People have loads of money there, and they want to do products like this. You know, we could be earning so much more.
So
And India, just imagine India.
I know,
Like
I know. At the moment, Synergy aren't it's not an active market in India or Bangladesh. Asian, they're focusing on Europe right now. That's where their attention and their investment is, and they don't want to spread themselves too thinly. There's a lot of time, money, effort to get all the licenses covered to go into a new market. Europe is their focus, which is great for us right now because it's wide open for us to share in and amongst Europe. I'm not saying they'll never go into India or Bangladesh. It's just
yes, but we could be the first brand ambassadors to like sort of go and introduce this there.
Yeah, I love it,
Think
Tia.
about
But first, Tia, we need to get you trying the product.
Yeah.
And then you can think about the growth and the possibilities thereafter.
Yeah, definitely.
Love it. Good. Any final questions before we finish? Beata, congratulations for joining. And Grace and Tia, you'll be following shortly.
Okay.
Is it in Slovakia or Hungary? We're in Slovenia, and in fact, Slovenia right now is having exponential growth right now. So I'm sure it can spill over into those other countries at some point soon, because Europe is the main focus right now. That's interesting.
Okay. Amazing. Yes. Beata, I'll add you to our WhatsApp group, and at some point next week we'll go through our next steps. Okay, we'll go through our next steps at some point next week. We'll organize that. Your product should be with you within the next 48 hours, I believe, right, John?
Yeah, 2 to 3. I mean, 3 working days, but I know some people that say 2 working days. You ordered tonight, so that means the process of the warehouse, etc., will go through tomorrow. So yeah, it'll be Friday, maybe Saturday. No, yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, Friday, maybe Saturday, I would expect.
Amazing. Okay, thank you for joining. I know some people are going to be watching the recording. Reach out to me, reach out to the person that invited you. We would love to help. As you can see, this is supposed to be an hour. We really want to help. We're not focused on limiting the time and then finishing. We're going to stick around until you get all the help you need. So thank you so much. Again, reach out to the person that invited you. If it was me, or whoever invited you, reach out to them. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Hi, sorry. How do I reach out to you, Vishal?